from courts in India to the courts in the US. The first vote by a Senate committee is due over the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh to the US Supreme Court. It follows dramatic testimonies by Judge Kavanaugh and Christine Blasey Ford, who has accused him of sexual assault. Professor Ford, close to tears, described the alleged 1982 attack in detail, saying it had drastically affected her life. Judge Kavanaugh angrily denied that he had assaulted her or anyone for that matter. President Donald Trump has urged the full Senate to approve his nominee. Republicans currently have a majority of 51-49, but the outcome is far from certain, with a number of senators on both sides remaining undecided. The American Bar Association has called for a delay of both votes to allow the FBI, or the Federal Bureau of Investigation, to investigate the claims by Professor Ford and two other women. The Supreme Court plays a vital role in U.S. political life. Appointed for life, its 9 members have the final say on U.S. lawmaking. Judge Kavanaugh's appointment would tilt the balance in favor of conservatives for years to come. And this is how the drama unfolded at Capitol Hill. Accuser Christine Blasey Ford narrated the whole saga in front of a full House Senate. In response to the charges, Judge Kavanaugh defended himself, saying that he has never done anything to Blasey Ford or anyone else in his life.
There was music playing in the bedroom. It was turned up louder by either Brett or Mark once we were in the room. I was pushed onto the bed, and Brett got on top of me. He began running his hands over my body and grinding into me. I yelled, hoping that someone downstairs might hear me, and I tried to get away from him, but his weight was heavy. Brett groped me and tried to take off my clothes. He had a hard time because he was very inebriated and because I was wearing a one-piece bathing suit underneath my clothing. I believed he was going to rape me. I tried to yell for help. When I did, Brett put his hand over my mouth to stop me from yelling. This is what terrified me the most and has had the most lasting impact on my life. It was hard for me to breathe, and I thought that Brett was accidentally going to kill me. Both Brett and Mark were drunkenly laughing during the attack. They seemed to be having a very good time. Mark seemed ambivalent, at times urging Brett on, and at times telling him to stop. A couple of times I made eye contact with Mark and thought he might try to help me, but he did not.
I'm not questioning that Dr. Ford may have been sexually assaulted by some person in some place at some time. But I have never done this to her or to anyone. That's not who I am. It is not who I was. I am innocent of this charge. I intend no ill will to Dr. Ford and her family. The other night, Ashley and my daughter Liza said their prayers, and little Liza, all of 10 years old, said to Ashley, we should pray for the woman. It's a lot of wisdom from a 10-year-old. We mean no ill will.
I am here today not because I want to be. I am terrified. I am here because I believe it is my civic duty to tell you what happened to me while Brett Kavanaugh and I were in high school. I have described the events publicly before. I summarized them in my letter to Ranking Member Feinstein and again in a letter to Chairman Grassley. I understand and appreciate the importance of your hearing from me directly about what happened to me and the impact that it has had on my life and on my family.
I categorically and unequivocally deny the allegation against me by Dr. Ford. I never had any sexual or physical encounter of any kind with Dr. Ford. I never attended a gathering like the one Dr. Ford describes in her allegation. I've never sexually assaulted Dr. Ford or anyone. Again, I am not questioning that Dr. Ford may have been sexually assaulted by some person in some place at some time. But I've never done that to her or to anyone.
No, I was scared of the test itself, but was comfortable that I could tell the information and the test would reveal whatever it was going to reveal. I didn't expect it to be as long as it was going to be, so it was a little bit stressful.
Listen to the people I know. Listen to the people who've known me my whole life. Listen to the people I've grown up with and worked with and played with and coached with and dated and taught and gone to games with and had beers with. And listen to the witnesses who allegedly were at this event 36 years ago. Listen to Miss Kaiser. She does not know me. I was not at the party described by Dr. Ford.